What if I told you that struggling to change isn't your fault? It's not because you're lazy or unmotivated or weak. It's because you're in a stage. And that stage determines how ready your mind and body are for change. The truth is, most people try to force change without understanding where they are currently. They see other people starting routines or hitting goals or just doing it, and they think, why can't I do that? But the thing is, change is a process. It's not a switch that you turn on and off. So today I want to break down the stages of change model. It's a framework that is used in psychology, fitness, and health coaching to understand why people get stuck, why motivation fades, and how you actually can move forward from that. We're going to go stage by stage, slow and deep, so that you can see what it really feels like, why your mind acts the way it does, and how to take the next steps without forcing it. If you've ever felt frustrated trying to eat better, move more, or create habits that stick, then this is going to be the video that helps you finally understand yourself. Stage one is called pre-contemplation. This is when you are not even thinking about changing. Not this week, not this month, not even over the next 6 months. And I want you to hear me clearly here. This stage is not you being lazy or failing. It's about self-protection. Your mind has learned that trying to change leads to discomfort, or leads to disappointment, or leads to failure. So it avoids it altogether. People in this stage might say things like, yeah, I know I should work out, but not right now. Or I'm too busy. I've tried working out before and it didn't work out. I don't care enough. But underneath those words is usually fear of failing, feeling overwhelmed, low confidence, past experiences with frustration or embarrassment. So, for example, imagine someone who's tried a diet or a workout plan last year and then didn't stick to it. And every time they think about trying again, their brain flashes back to that frustration and disappointment. Naturally, they avoid it altogether. Reflect for a second. Has this ever been you? Have you ever felt like this? Like trying again would just mean risking failure, so it's easier to ignore it? That is stage one, and that's okay. So, how do we move forward in this stage? Don't force yourself to start yet. Consume small bits of education, a video, an article, a story of someone like you who has succeeded. And start noticing why health or change might matter to you. Plant the seed. That's it. You're just opening the door ever so slightly. Stage two is contemplation. Here, you know that you need to change. You're thinking about it. You care about it, but you're torn. This is the stage of ambivalence, wanting two opposite things at one time. I want to get healthier, but I don't want to fail. I want to exercise, but I feel overwhelmed. I want to eat better, but it feels like too much work. People in this stage often feel guilt. They feel frustration. They feel shameful. They look at others who seem to just do it, and they think they're failing because they can't make themselves start. The thing is, this is normal. This is normal. Your mind is weighing risks versus rewards. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. So a real world example of this is someone who scrolls through fitness videos at night, saves healthy recipes, follows trainers online, but then never actually starts. They're curious, they're interested, they're motivated, but they're scared. They're in contemplation. So how do we move forward? You need to make a list of pros and cons for changing, and you got to be honest with yourself. Break the change into small, tiny steps. Even micro steps count. And ask yourself, why does this matter to me personally? Build small confidence boosters. So for example, try a single 5-minute walk or swap one meal for something healthier. Reflect on it. Notice your thoughts. Notice your fears and excitements. Awareness is progress. Stage three is preparation, where momentum starts forming. You're thinking, I'm gonna start within the next 30 days. And you might even start buying new shoes, researching gyms, trying a few short workouts. You clean out the kitchen. You start setting small goals. You plan your schedule. The trap here is analysis paralysis. People stay in preparation for weeks trying to plan perfectly. They need the perfect program. They need the perfect schedule. They need the perfect meal plan. You don't. You just need one simple step. An example, a friend wants to start working out, so she spends 2 weeks watching routines online and then feels paralyzed and does nothing to change. Meanwhile, walking for 10 minutes every single day would have been just enough to get her started. So how do we move forward in preparation? Choose one simple habit and actually commit to it. Start small, start realistic, low friction, 10 to 15 minutes. That's all you need. Prepare your environment, put your workout clothes out, keep water handy, prep a snack, expect obstacles and plan around them. This stage is about turning intention into action, not doing everything perfect. Stage 4 is action. And in this stage, this is where most people think of when they think of change. This is where you're actually exercising, tracking meals, or performing your, new behaviors consistently, usually less than 6 months. But here's the truth. Action is very hard. It's messy. It's emotional. You're going to feel soreness. You're going to feel doubt. You're going to feel that temptation to quit. Old habits are going to creep back up. Scheduling conflicts are going to happen. Small wins and small failures every week. So an example, someone goes to the gym 3 times a week, life gets busy, they miss 2 sessions, and then they feel like a failure. But missing 2 days does not erase the progress you've already made. That's part of the action. So how do we succeed here? You need to celebrate those small wins. Every workout, every healthy meal, you got to track your progress. Seeing numbers, weights lifted, or meals tracked builds confidence. Adjust when life gets crazy. Flexibility beats perfection here. So build an identity. I'm someone who takes care of themselves. Expect setbacks. They are part of the process. And remember, perfection isn't the goal here. Consistency is. And after about 6 months of consistent action, you finally reach maintenance, stage 5, where your new behaviors start to feel like you. It's not about forcing yourself anymore. You don't have to work out. You are the kind of person who moves, who eats well, who shows up for yourself. That's the power of identity-based change. But don't get it twisted. This stage isn't effortless. Challenges still arise. Boredom with your routine, life stressors, that are thrown your way, throws you off schedule, you get injured or you have setbacks, shifts in priorities, the occasional dip in motivation. Even at maintenance, the work is never over. It just looks different. So here we have to start mixing things up. We have to start trying new workouts. We got to try new hobbies or new approaches. Keep it interesting. Stay connected. Whether it's a workout buddy, a coach, an online community, accountability matters. Set new goals. Once old goals, start feeling easy. Set new ones to keep momentum alive. Reflect on your progress. Notice how far you've come. It reinforces that identity of, I am someone who takes care of myself. Stay flexible. Life will throw curveballs, and resilience is more important than perfection. Maintenance is about sustainability, learning to live this life without beating yourself up when things don't go perfectly planned. So when you step back and look at all the stages together, here's the truth. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're exactly where you're supposed to be in your journey. Every stage matters. Every stage is a part of the process. Once you understand where you are, the next step becomes clear. You don't have to guess anymore. You don't have to shame yourself. You don't have to start over every single Monday. Change becomes predictable. Progress becomes possible. And real lasting health, becomes achievable for anyone, including you. If this video gave you clarity or made you think differently about your journey, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'm documenting my NASM journey step by step, sharing what I'm learning so that you can apply it and improve your physical and mental health. Drop a comment below and tell me, which stage are you in right now? I read every single one, and we can grow through this together. So give me a follow, comment below, let's get going, and stick around for the next video.